Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 5 and we want to explain about compare and contrast essays, and we will introduce the group member is Aprilia Wahyusasmita, Intan Novia, Afidatul Adiba, Silsarin Welmina, Cynthia Dewi, and Tasha Cynthia.
Compare and contrast essay. Compare and contrast is a common form of academic writing, either as an essay type on its own, or as a part of a larger essay which includes one or more paragraphs which compare and contrast. This spec gives information on what a compare and contrast essay is, how to structure this type of essay, how to use compare and contrast structure words, and how to make sure you use appropriate criteria for comparison or contrast. There is also an example compare and contrast essay on the topic of communication technology, as well as some exercise to help you practice this area. What are compare and contrast essays? To compare is to examine how things are similar, while to contrast is to see how they differ. A compare and contrast essay therefore looks at the similarities of two or more objects and the difference. This essay type is common at university, where lecturers frequently test your understanding by asking you to compare and contrast two theories, two methods, two historical periods, two characters in a novel, and a trait. Sometimes the whole essay will compare and contrast, though sometimes the comparison or contrast may be only part of the essay. It is also possible, especially for short exam essay, that only the similarities or the difference, not both, will be discussed. See the example below.
My name is Tbw.Anne. It is the diagram from types of structure, block, and point by point. There are two main ways to structure, compare, and contrast essay, namely using block and point by point structure. For the block structure, all of the information about one of the objects being compared and contrasted is given first, and all of the information about the other object is listed afterwards. This type of structure is similar to the block structure used for cause and effect and problem solution essay. For the point-by-point structure, its similarity or difference for one object is followed immediately for the similarity or difference for the others. The both types of structure have their merits. The former is easier to write, while the latter is generally clearer as is ensured that the similarities difference are more explicit. Compare and contrast structure words are using transition signal, which show the similarities or difference, and it is the compare common example structure words. The first similarly, and then likewise, also, but and, not only, but also, neither, nor, just like plus noun, similar to plus noun, to be similar, and to be the same as, to be like, and last to compare plus to or with.
Slide 7. Number 1. Computers can be used to communicate easily, for example via email. Similarity or likewise, the mobile phone is a convenient tool for communication. Number 2. Both computer and mobile phones can be used to communicate easily with other people. Number 3. Just like the computer, the mobile phones can be used to communicate easily with other people. Number 4. the computer is similar to the mobile phone is the way it can be used for easy communication. Slide 8. Number 1, however. Number 2, in contrast. Number 3, in comparison. Number 4, by comparison. Number 5, on the other hand. Number 6, while. Number 7, whereas. Number 8, but. Number 9, to differ from. Number 10, to be different from. Number 11, to be dissimilar to. Number 12, to be unlike.
Examples. First, computers, although increasingly small, are not always easy to carry from one place to another. However, the mobile phone can be carried with ease. Second, computers are generally not very portable, whereas the mobile phone is. Third, computers differ from mobile phone in their lack of portability. Fourth, computers are unlike mobile phones in their lack of portability.
Okay, before I'm Tasha, in here I will uh, presentation about criteria for comparison or contrast. Okay, when making comparisons or contrasts, it is important to be clear what criteria you are using. Study the following example which contrasts two people. Here, the criteria are unclear. 1. Aaron is tall and strong. In contrast, Bruce is handsome and very intelligent. Although this sentence has a contrast transition, the criteria for contrasting are not the same. The criteria used for Aaron are height or tall and strength or strong. We would expect similar criteria to be used for Bruce. Maybe he is short and weak. But instead we have new criteria, namely appearance or handsome and intelligence or intelligence. Okay, I think it's enough for me and thank you.
I think it's enough for our presentation today. And the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.